Hello, 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 welcome back to the Saba Show. And today I'm stating the blatantly obvious. Everton are shit. And we got blown out again. 4-0 loss, Crystal Palace. Out of the FA Cup, Crystal Palace going to Wembley. I'm just going to keep things short and succinct because a lot of what I'm going to say is what I've said every single damn time we lose. Apparently, we came out of the blocks all right for 15 minutes. I missed those 15 minutes. Arrived at about that mark. And from there, it was an absolute disaster. I watched it till about the 70-minute mark, and then I pulled the pin and said, I have to go to bed. This was an absolute travesty to watch, not even close to being on the mark. Crystal Palace looked better in basically everything they did in comparison to us. They were pulling out skill moves, on us, and we were basically made to look very, very silly. Very clinical finishing by Palace. Obviously, we lacked that, and we've lacked it for God knows how long. The goals, same old, same old. The first goal we conceded because we can't mark at set pieces. The second goal was a pretty much identical to a very near miss that came off the boot of Zaha about 5 minutes earlier. We didn't learn from that, and that's part of the problem. The other two goals I did not see. I don't need to see them, though. I don't need to experience more pain. As soon as I saw the lineup, I think a lot of people knew that we were doomed. It was pretty awful. We did not come out on the front foot with that lineup. DCL was not in the starting 11. Demarai Gray was not in the starting 11. Alex Iwobi was not in the starting 11. The two guys that contributed to brilliance the other night were not there. So don't ask me why that happened. We went with the back five. That's always a negative mindset. It has worked sometimes, but no. No matter how many defenders you put back there, we're traffic cones. We're traffic cones. We cannot do shit. Conceding 4 in a quarterfinal is pretty shambolic. And the fact that we were able to put on a straight face and say, well, we really want to make it to Wembley. It's a dream of ours. We're going to go into it serious. We're going to go into it with every belief that we can win. What a load of rubbish if you're going to put out that performance. You're never going to win games of football like that. And we just look lost. I mean, every single time we got the ball in the back line, we booted it clear. And guess who? To a Crystal Palace player. And that's how they were able to dictate the play, because our possessions lasted for 3 seconds tops, and they were able to control the ball for minutes on end. So you're never going to win games like that, and we didn't really look like having any chance of scoring 1, let alone 4. Look, it's just a joke at this point. I mean, we've got West Ham after the international break. I don't know what the focus or the point of emphasis is going to be in that international break. I know a lot of people or a lot of players aren't really going out of the country, so that's probably a great time to work on your craft. And, we need to, because we're looking like crap. Low quality garbage that's losing the ball every 5 seconds. You're not winning games. And I'm also done with this false hope thing that every single time we come out of the blocks, nice 15 minutes to start off, then basically fall away and get made to look like clowns for the next 75 minutes, which is a long time, mind you, in the world of football. So the suffering just keeps on coming. Obviously, we saw moments of brilliance with Iwobi and DCL the other night, but the question that I pose before I wrap things up is, where the hell is that going to come from on a regular basis? Because DCL, ever since he came back from injury, he's lacked it. Iwobi's lacked it the whole time he's been at Everton. Richarlison has not had a very good return, given he's played a lot of Everton games this season, lacking a lot of class around the goal. Demarai Gray and Townsend had that earlier in the year, but ever since they went out with injuries or lost that continuity they had early on, that's gone out the window. Anthony Gordon is young, and he can't put a shot on goal for his life. Doucouré and Alan, I mean, Doucouré was damaging early in the year, but he's fallen off a cliff. Gomez is supposed to be creative, but he's just really careless with the ball. And then don't even get me started on that back line, man. The fact that we signed Al Ghazi on loan just shows so many problems with this damn club. I mean, we needed a centre back, just anything, and we've gone out and signed a winger when we already had half a dozen of those. It's just, now looking in retrospect, it is so bad. It's such a terrible signing. It makes no sense. If you've got the guy on your team, play the guy. I know he was cup tied in this game, but for God's sake, you've got to give this guy a bit of run to show what his worth is, basically, because he could be an absolute diamond in the rough, and we haven't used him one bit. I mean, he scored 10 goals last year, and he's got a better goal tally over the last 2 years than Richarlison. So I don't know how much that's saying about how bad Richarlison's been or how good El Ghazi was last year, but the least I ask for is give the guy a go. Look, that's going to be it. I'm committed to keeping it short and sharp, so that's what we're going to do. If you did enjoy this one, drop a like and subscribe to the show. We are going to be back for Everton West Ham. Possibly we'll be doing a watch along. I'm not too sure if it's going to be late at night. I'm not sure what the time is. But honestly, I think it's going to make for a pretty bad viewing, given the amount of times we're being flogged in recent weeks, or the amount of defensively lackluster performances we've had in recent weeks. I'm not looking forward to it, but we'll see how we go. But yeah, have a great rest of your day, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace out.